How's it going, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Top Replays and Highlights. I know these episodes have been very few and far between, and that's because I haven't been streaming the past couple months. I've just been trying to take a break, so I just want to give a huge shout out to all my Twitch subs that are still supporting me via Twitch, and that have been providing these replays for this particular series. So I don't know when the next episode will be, but huge shout outs to all the subs that left replays for this video, and I hope you guys are excited to see them. Before we get into the video, a huge shout out of course goes to Imperium Duelist. If you're looking for some amazing playmats, deck boxes, dice, sleeves, backpacks, binders, you name it, check them out at the link below, and you can use my discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout, save 10% off your entire order, and support the channel in the process. Same thing can be said with my TCG player affiliate link down in the description below of all my videos. If you guys shop and check out using that link, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back into the channel and helps out a ton for cards you're already going to be buying. So without further ado, let's get into our replays. So our first replay here is from Mr. Subterra Merchant in our Discord, and he is on Weather, I believe, versus Trap Trick. So actually, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I have like a very deep-seated hatred of the Weather deck. I absolutely despise it. I used to play with a guy that played this deck all the time. Not all the time, but he did play it for a good while at a certain point, and I just despised it. It also uses the word adjacent, which I also don't like, but yeah. It's like a deck that I just low-key hate, kind of like pure Psy-Frames too, but let's go ahead and get into this replay here. We have Trap Tricks again versus Weather. Trap Tricks starting with Dionea, going for the Parallel Exceed into Sarah. A very, very strong combo in a deck like this. Opening up Dark Ruler too, not so bad, just probably in there in case he does lose die roll, because of the deck like this. Going into a combo board, you're obviously going to want a card like Dark Ruler. Ends with the Rafflesia, Set Torrential, and Trap Trick Sarah, which is pretty good because both Sarah and I believe Rafflesia are unaffected by trap effects. This one is just unaffected by trap effects, period. And this one is unaffected by trap effects while it has Ixie's material. And we can see 3 traps in the opening hand here, 2 of them being Solemn Strike. Those can kind of come in clutch against, or well, not going to come in clutch against this deck. And yeah, so let's go ahead and keep going here with this replay. Opening up Necro Valley. I don't know how good that will be. I think that'll turn off one of the, yeah, that'll turn off Dionea. So okay, but I think Mermelio will deal with the Necro Valley anyways. But starting with Weather Painter Snow, which when it's normal summon in place of Weather Spell Trap for your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. So that's going to go ahead and grab another Thundery Canvas, and he's going to go right into the battle phase, attack into Sarah, and that's going to trigger Snow's effect, which says, let's see, once per turn to the standby phase after this card. Oh, I think he was using, what was he using here? How did he just clear that? Am I missing something? Oh, he used Thundery Canvas. At the start of the damage step, this card battles an opponent's monster. You can banish this card, then return that opponent's monster to the hand. Pretty solid card there, and that'll do it for his turn. If he sets double Solemn Strike, he's going to use the Painter Snow. During the standby phase of the turn after this card was banished from the field to activate a Weather card, you can special summon this card. So he's going to chain the Rafflesia to that. We'll see what trap he's going to get. He's going to get Gravedigger, and he's going to attempt to negate with that. Yeah, when your opponent's banished monster activates a effect or in their hand or grave, he's going to try to negate, but he's going to negate the Rafflesia, which is trying to copy the effect of Gravedigger. He's going to negate it with Strike. But yeah, that's not going to work because Rafflesia in its first line of text says unaffected by trap effects while it has Ixie's material. So I don't think our Weather Painter player read that, but he beats Trap Tricks, he says, so we'll give him a pass. We'll give him a pass. Everybody gets one, okay? Even I, who am I kidding? Everybody forgets to read Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So he's going to go into the battle phase, use the Painter Cloud with Thundery Canvas to get rid of the Rafflesia, no problem. Standby phase, this is going to come back. He's going to get Torrential, but he's going to chain effect to dodge, and that's going to search another Snow. Mantis gets normal. That's met with a Solemn Strike. That isn't going to be protected by trap effect, so that'll get striked. Painter Cloud is going to return here, and that's going to be met with a Floodgate Trap. He's going to dodge it again. This is also one of the reasons why I hated this deck, because it was so easy to like dodge a bunch of things. Really, really crazy. in a vacuum anyways. So normal snow, snow grabs, rainy canvas. I think this is a newer card. At least it looks like a new card. Going for Painter Cloud. That'll come back. And ends turn there after just setting one. Normal's Painter Thunder links into the Earth Charmer link. Do Traptrix Trapple Nightmare. And he's going to chain a weather card here to go ahead and banish and search. Prosperity in hand. Wasn't played the previous turn. Not exactly sure why. I guess he just didn't need it. Thunder returning to the field here, setting a Gravedigger and drawing a Cosmic. That's pretty good, especially against this deck. Main deck Cosmic going to come in clutch. This might be game 1 or 2, I'm not sure, but Cosmic in the main, whether in the side or main, coming in very clutch there to clear a Gravedigger, which seems to be really good against this deck, swinging for 17 and 17 from 2 Painter Thunders. Activating that, banish to search Snow, and turn, and picks up a copy of Nepenthes. That's going to return to the field. And he's going to go ahead and surrender. Just because I don't think, like, he does have a play here, it looks like. Let's see. This card is unaffected by effects of whole normal trap cards. If you activate a whole normal trap, you can add to your hand or special summon a trap monster from your deck. So, I mean, he could go into Sarah and pass. Yeah, he's already out of 2 Parallel Exceed. So, like, he could just summon Parallel Exceed, and that's it. And just make Sarah, which, I mean, look at he's got so much card advantage at this point. So, yeah, easily taking that one. So, shout out to Subterra Merchant for the replay. Next up here, we have a couple of replays from Kingpin. Shout outs to Kingpin, also a winner of the 20K giveaway, which, by the way, the Field Center I gave away, I chose the winner in the episode 4 of the podcast, I think, and the winner never contacted me even after I emailed him. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Field Center. Might do a giveaway in Discord or on YouTube again. I'm not sure, but hey, that's that person's loss. But we'll get into our next replay here. Kingpin received his giveaway prize, no problem. And I think here, Kingpin is on this Unchained, like, going second deck against a, like, almost like a pure World Legacy deck, which is actually really cool. Like, some of these cards are really nice, like World Reassembly, special summon 1 World Legacy monster from your hand or deck, but destroy it during the end phase. So, like, just a free extender, especially if you get something like Crown, which is just a negate. And, like, a lot of these other cards, like World Lance and Shield and the Gauntlet, they're, like, really, like, underrated cards. And especially you can actually take advantage of a card like Survivor in this deck, like, a lot, since I imagine he's going to hit something off of it. We'll see. Yeah, he gets to add Monstrosity, which he is playing some very interesting level 9 targets, you guys will see. So he's just going through his combo, setting 3 and passing Awakening, or Awakens, Annihilation, or Collapse, and a copy of Reassembly. I think that's the World Recreator Avita, or whatever it's called, on the artwork there, so that's cool to see. And he also has the Battle Phase Protection from Lance here, which is nice. Pot of Extravagance starting the turn off with a draw 2. And we're seeing Radiant get summoned, and we're also going to see double Alpha. So just, like, screw your board. I'm just tributing it. I'm bouncing it. We're going to start with the Rakea. Going to pop the Abominable Chamber, which actually, my friend of mine, Valarge TCG, he's actually playing a really cool Unchained Live Twin deck, which was whooping my Drytron deck the other day, just on a side note there, but really low-key, kind of cool deck. Doing Unchained things here, going for the Unchained Soul. Going to pop the Annihilation. Chaining World Assembly, that's going to bring out the Shield. It's just going to get Kaiju'd, linking in for the Soul of Anguish, and he's going to link off of it into the Unchained Abomination. End phase, destroy a card, getting rid of that World Legacy Awakens. Paying 1,000 to bring out the Shield. This is going to come back as well, I think, as a result of that. Setting 2, we're going to see Abominable Chamber. Going to pop a card. I think, or Abomination's going to pop a card because the card was destroyed. Just abusing Abomination right now with the trap. This is going to come out, get rid of one from hand, and go for an access code. Okay, there's a lot of things happening here. Normal summon Rekia, go into battle phase. World Legacy World Lance is going to come in pretty clutch there. That's going to drop this actually by 3,000, making it 2,300, so it'll take 700. Rekia is destroyed. That's going to summon out Aruha, and that'll do it for his turn. This Dark Lure, unfortunately, is not doing a whole lot right now, but could come in very clutch. Allure of Darkness, banish armor to draw into Gizmet Kaku, and a Wing Karibo level 9. Activate him as only as Chainlink 3 or higher. Quick effect. You can special summon this card from your hand. Spell cards that have been activated are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. The attack and defense of this card are each equal to the number of spells in your opponent's graveyard times 500. Interesting card. It's definitely a monstrosity target, but like, it's a very weird monstrosity target. So Abomination popping Rekia, looks like in the end phase. That's going to summon the Soul of Disaster. And I'm going to go ahead and draw Wailing of the Unchained Souls. Dark Rulers right now. Interesting that he Dark Rulered. Unaffected by activate effects from any monster special from the extra deck. So I guess that's why he did it, so he could go into this ding here and clear it. Because actually, there's nothing on his field right now that can out it. Okay, so that, I mean, that makes sense as to why he Dark Rulered it. Because when I was watching this earlier, that seemed like a very waste of Dark Ruler, but now I understand why. So paying 1,000, Shield just brings itself back. Low-key, kind of an underrated card. During the standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard, pay 1,000 life points, special on this card. Then your opponent can special one monster from their hand or graveyard. That part seems not good, but it also has just a really good inherent protection effect. So, like, that's kind of cool. End phase, Abomination, popping Wailing effect, summon Rekia, and that'll do it for his turn. Picks up Raigekis, and I imagine... Wait, hold on. Why didn't this Raigeki work? Your opponent cannot target World Legacy cards in this card's column with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Oh, well, that's why Raigeki didn't work. Reading. Sets this. Links into another access code using an access code. Wow. It's going to gain 4,000. Goes in the battle phase. That's how he's punching over the shield. And it's just going to come back next turn, which is funny. Yeah, standby phase. He's going to pay 1,000, bring it back. Let's see what his opponent brings back. He brings back Abomination. He's going to summon out the Gizmek Kaku. It's going to slurp up the access code. Activates Chamber of the Unchained. Brings out Unchained Soul. And clears that. Gizmek Kaku. Uses World Key to bounce back Abomination. Pretty solid card there. Links in the Link Rebo. Picks up another Chamber of the Unchained. And Sarama activates. Brings this back. This comes back. Soul of Anguish. Links off with it for another A-Bomb, or probably the same one that just got bounced back. Sets the Unchained Chamber and passes. He draws, passes, picks up red, reboot for turn. Drama activates, setting Soul of Disaster, destroying it. That brings out Unchained Soul and passes because he can't get over the World Shield. This World Shield is carrying right now. Orchestrated return, discarding the cup, draws into Landmark and Succession and passing. Picks up Escape of the Unchained. Passes. Draws Foolish Burial. Got to be something he can do here. Can he use the cup in the grave to search, or is he out of World Legacy targets? Okay, there's the Godarla. So I imagine we'll see him clear the game this turn. Sarama brings back, triggers Abomination. Wing Karibo level 9 actually being activated here, but it's not going to matter. Abomination can get over it at 3k, and he's just going to swing in for game. So, wow. What a weird game that was. The World Legacy Shield putting in a ton of work there, allowing him to live turn after turn. We got another replay here from Kingpin. This one is titled Reading. Yeah. I think he's on this deck. He's on a Mech Knight. Maybe this is just an Orcust deck. Kirisu's met with a Valor. Foolish Barrel send Nightmare. Nightmare target. That's met with an Ash. Probably wishing he had a talents of his own at this point. Just goes into battle phase, swings for 18, passes turn. Ready to deal with any board, though. I mean, this Lightning Storm, granted, is going to be dead. Engage. Okay, so this is a striker deck. It's hard to tell at first, but goes into Kagari, gets back the engage, engages one more time, goes ahead and grabs the multi-roll, plays multi-roll, goes into Hayate. Hayate swings for 15. Activate Hayate, dump a card, going to dump Rose. Goes into Shizuku, goes right to end phase, gets search, adds the Shark Cannon. No end phase Shark Cannon there, draws another Gears of Return. Gamma seals the Shizuku. Not going to trigger Ray there. Wait. Does this not trigger Ray? Or does he not have a Ray engraved? From a battle, it leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. Well, it didn't leave the field by a card effect, right? Because I don't think that's a card effect. I think that's a summoning mechanic. Yeah. Okay, that would make sense. Goes into Galatea. Galatea return Nightmare. Nightmare grabs the Babel. Goes into Ding. Ding send. Probably going to get rid of the multi-roll. There's Nibiru. Probably doesn't care too much here. Goes into Link Swayer, yeah, because he hasn't normal summoned yet. Goes for Girsu. That's met with an Ash. Anaconda? Nope. Morningstar. Okay. Pitch that. Add Succession. Play Succession. What's he going to bring back? Galatea. And flips up Babel. Calls it a day there. Passes turn. Draws Mystic Mine. Going to go right into battle phase. Use the Galatea. Galatea is protected because it is linked. Not co-linked, but it is linked. Plays Mystic Mine and passes turn there. Not really the best Mystic Mine, yeah, because as I say, he could just go into any Link 4 or Link 2 here or any another Morningstar, and it's going to very easily out the mine, but he can go into Access Code too. Got plenty of ammo in the grave. Going to be able to pop the entire board. Normal Symbol Skeleton, 43 and 12, just shy of game, going into Galatea. Galatea is going to recycle Morningstar, set Climax. I didn't even know you could recycle Morningstar. Oh, I mean, it is a banished machine monster, so wow, that works very, very well. Normal's Rose, trying to activate Symbol Skeleton. Skullmeister going to negate. He's got the Climax to negate that. He's gonna have a live Talents though here. Summoning out Ding and using Galatea here in response. Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Sends the Rose. There's Talents. Talents steals the Ding. And he put the Ding in the worst zone possible. He put the Ding in the worst zone possible. Why would you do that? No. It just, wow. Did he lose connection though? Did he lose connection? All right. Interesting replay there, and I think the last one is titled Zeroboros. Let's get a look at this one here. I believe he's on the same Orcust deck, and we'll show the deck list all at the end here. And he looks like he's playing against Tri-Brigade, opening hand of Evenly Symbol, Girsu, Nightmare, and Gizmek, Orochi. Pretty solid opening here for Tri-Brigade. I don't know if he started with Nerval or Fractal, but he had the Gamma for it, which is a really strong play, but evenly matched is huge. Not so much in this field, though, because, I mean, it would be better if he ended with Appaloosa. This is a very weak field, though. I mean, if he clears the Rugal will bring one back. I mean, he can quick effect bring one back, which will turn the Gamma off, which if he doesn't bring one back, it's kind of a sign that he doesn't, that he has a Gamma, because why wouldn't you want to bring something back, especially when all your Tri-Brigades are floaters, but we'll see what he does. He's going to Revolt immediately, bring out 2 Fractal, 2 Karass, goes into Ominous Omen, still gets the dump off of the Girsu, banish, and goes ahead and gets the search of a Kit or Nerval, then uses the that wand, brings right back the Girsu. Wow, talk about a saucy play around right there. Didn't even use the token effect. Goes into Galatea, recycle wand. That's going to go ahead and grab the Babel, actually, I don't even think he grabbed anything, if I saw that correctly. Wow. Previous button. Previous button almost never works. All right. Because I don't think you don't have to grab a card off Galatea. You can just recycle. But battle phase, Ding will send off the Ominous Omen, or send off the Shurig, and then get rid of the other monster with the Ding in the battle phase. Normal summons Kit. Kit banishes 4, goes for another Ominous, banishes Ding, swings in for a whole ton of damage here. But he's going to chain Orochi here to block the damage. And then evenly, very, very nice, just left with 1 Shurig. Draws Blue Sky for turn, normals the symbol, brings out Orochi, plays the Babel, goes into Barricade board, pitch Nightmare, and goes ahead and summons Blue, gets a search of Girsu. Nightmare, banish target Borg, send Wand summon Ding. See, this is actually a really good matchup, because, like, Tri-Brigade's only form of removal really is by banishing, and Orcust doesn't care what you do with their cards. They're in the grave, they're in the deck, they're banished, it can tutor them out. Rest in peace, Harporer. Hopefully that card comes back soon. Sends off the Ominous, gets a search, goes into Zeroboros at 8,000! Wow, that's why the replay was titled Zeroboros. Very, very cool replay, Kingpin. Very, very cool replay. And the last replay here we have is from Team Archetypes with the salad sauce, as I titled it. This is going to look like... This is a very interesting Salad build, I must say. He's playing Burning Draw, which is a really cool card. It's just like 1 or 2 words away from being absolutely busted. I think in a vacuum, like, it's decent, but, like, not the greatest. At least not right now, anyways. Salamangreat, Mirage Stalio, welcome back again, friends. Summoning Gazelle. Gazelle effect, dump Roar, link into Baylings. Baylings add Sanctuary, and he's going to use Mole here. Summons Mole, links into Sunlight Wolf. These are some Salad cards I've never seen used in a deck before. He's got Pero, sets double Roar with the Sunlight Wolf, and passes. Or anyways, Rage and Roar. Terraforming to grab Area 0. I mean, this is like a pretty decent hand. He has Ray access. He's playing Vector Blast too, which is an interesting choice. Widow Anchor to negate Mirage Stalio. Is there a reason to just openly negate Mirage Stalio like that? I don't think there is. That was a very weird play. Then plays Jamming Waves, uses Vector Blast, sends off or shuffles back the Sunlight Wolf. That card came in very clutch there. Normal's Rose goes into Hayate, uses Pero to summon. It gets in for 15. I'm not even sure what Pero does. When your opponent declares an attack, you special summon this card from your hand in attack position. If this card is special summoned, you can target a Salamangreat monster in your graveyard. This card's attack becomes that target. So you contribute this card, gain 2,000 life points. Not terrible. Not even terrible. Dumps Engage, goes into Gari, adds back Engage, plays Engage, adds the Afterburners, draws Mirror Force? Okay. Goes into Kayana, targets the Pero, goes into Shizuku, sets Mirror Force and Eagle Booster, adds another Eagle Booster, pass. Questionable Sky Striker plays there. Mirage Stalio starts off by detaching Foxy, chains the Afterburners. Again, don't know why. Summons out the Falco, links for Baylings, resets the Rage, goes into Heat Leo. Heat Leo spins the Mirror Force back. I don't know why he's playing Mirror Force. Summons out Pyro Phoenix, my favorite Salamangreat Link monster. I love this card so much. Would love to own Starlights of this card one day. Just because I love the artwork, and I think it's like kind of underrated in Salad, but goes into another one, and using it to, I think this has, card is Link Summon using Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix as material. You can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Yeah, that's what just happened there. Then you can target one Link monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's field. If a Link monster or monster special summon to your opponent's field, except in a damage step, you can target one of those monsters, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So like it's a board wipe and it burns for a lot of damage. So pretty cool card. Runs over the Ray, adds back a card, Raccoon. Interesting. Jamming Waves. Tries to clear 2. Baylings protects the Pyro Phoenix. Pyro Phoenix activates. It's going to burn him for 15. Plays Engage. Negates it with Roar. And goes into Hayate. Hayate is going to swing for 15. Hayate is going to send what this time? Looks like another Ray. Links into Kayana. Kayana targets. Can't attack. Can't attack until the end of his next turn. Shizuku to add drones. Pass. Draws a Pero for turn. Pyro Phoenix is going to attempt to bring out the Hayate here, which is actually low-key strong. Putting a monster in their main monster zone. I kind of like that. It's going to force out the Eagle Booster, and is going to get to burn for another 15, just casually burning his opponent every turn. And also allowing to play off his other Salamangreat cards. Using Falco and chaining Mole here? During your main phase, if you link something this turn, you can this card from your hand to your zone link monster points. So if you control no monster. This card seems like a decent extender. If you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target 5 Salamangreat cards in the graveyard, shuffle in the deck, then draw 2 cards. That also seems really good. I also don't know how the Pyro Phoenix left. I think he used Falco? I don't know. Draws into Recurrence, though. This card also seems kind of underrated. Target 2 Salamangreat monsters with different names in your graveyard. Add them to your hand. So yeah. Gonna add back the Foxy and the Spinny. 2 great cards. And there's just, like, so many Salamangreat cards in it. That's why I like this deck. Because, like, an archetype like Salad, it has so many other cards in its pool. And, like, none of them ever get used. And I obviously understand why. The best ratios have been determined because the deck's been out for so many years now. And it makes sense why some of the cards aren't played. But it is cool to see all the cards work together in a deck. Like Zebroid X, like what is this? Salamangreat gift. This card's low-key not even bad. Spinny's going to bring itself back here. Mirage Stalio once again. Cards like at 3 again, it seems like with this. You can just keep recycling it. Dump Fusion of Fire. Go to Sunlight Wolf. Relink it. Do another Reset Roar. Let's see what he adds back. He's going to add back Fusion of Fire. Been a long time since I've seen this card. Goes into Violet Chimera. That's going to trigger Ray. Goes into, or summon Spinny to boost. Gets over the Shizuku. Can't be destroyed by battle because the Eagle Booster. Sets 2 more and passes Burning Draw and Gift. Which just sucks that Burning Draw hasn't been used this entire time. I think he could have used it that turn. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't use the Burning Draw last turn. Because he definitely could have. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't use the Burning Draw. Either way, Z comes out, banishes the Violet Chimera. Sets Hornet Drones. I think that gets sent by the Violet Chimera. I'm not sure. Turn phase of monster in the field, banish it into your opponent's end phase. Which means you start one other card you control. This card gains 1,000 attack. Then, oh, okay, so that's what he did. Alright, that makes sense. Battle phase. Summons Pero. And uses Raccoon in the damage step. When your Salamangreat monster target for attack by an opponent's monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target those 2 monsters that would battle. Gain life points equal to that the attack of the opponent's monster. Also, your target monster cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. So he's going to gain 25, and his Harrow is not going to die. Links into Kagare, tries to add back Engage. That comes back, plays Engage. Adds Jamming Waves, draws Area 0. Jamming Waves to pop and pop. Gets rid of the Roar, sends the Pero, and establishes Eagle Booster with Shizuku. And he uses Gift here to pitch to send to draw. Adds Foul. Draws Foul, draws Transcendence, draws Multi-Roll, or searches Multi-Roll, and another Mole recycling, 5 to draw 2, draws Claw and Fennec, uses the Eagle Booster here. There's just so many things going on right now. Makes another Mirage Stalio. Again, it's like this card's not even at 1 for his build. Summons out Foul, summons out Fennec, makes Pyro Phoenix, and I think he's just going to attempt to burn here with Pyro Phoenix for game. There's literally nothing you can do to stop it. And yeah, Pyro Phoenix literally clears up game here for him. So yeah, very, very interesting replay. And I believe that is all of the replays. Let's go ahead and look at the deck list real quick. So here is that Weather Painter deck piloted by Subterra Merchant in our Discord. I'm sure if you guys have any questions for him, he'll be in the Discord and you can ask him. But there is the Weather Painter list. I just get a little irritated just even looking at this deck list, but you know, there it is. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Here is Kingpin's Mech Knight Orcust deck. Definitely a going second build, judging by the Dark Rulers, Alphas, and Lightning Storms in the main deck. Also a pretty solid extra deck down here, the Barricade Board Blocker. Gamma Seals in the main. A lot of going second hate here in this build. And here is Team Archetypes pure Salamangreat build. Literally just all salad cards in the entire deck. Really, really cool to see. Nothing else. This looks like it could be a very, very budget build of Salamangreat. Also playing the Salamangreat Blaze Dragon too. I wonder when we'll be getting this card in the TCG because it'd be very, very cool to see how it would work. I don't think it's that crazy. I don't know if you know, meta builds would even play this card, but it is really cool to see how a like completely pure 100% salad deck would operate. Yeah, very cool list there. And yeah, that is going to do it for this episode of Top Replays and Highlights. If you guys want to see more of my videos, check the 2 popping up on the bottom of the screen right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all of the members that support this channel. And a special thanks goes to our Divine Level channel members who go above and beyond to support this channel. And they are Cadillacs84, Pony Stark, and Keith Siggers. Thank you guys so much for your extremely generous support of this channel.